ça continue comme ça.
So confirmation of the results then. Mark Comer took stage victory in exactly 40 minutes. Cyril Deprez 1 minute and 15 behind. Then Villedoms, Castur and Lopez in 5th. To the car section then, as expected, it was Carlos Sainz who was fast, straight out of the box.
600 with beton inside, you cannot cut. 500.
Sainz was the only man to dip in under the 40-minute mark over the 63-kilometre stage. He made good use of his World Rally Championship experience. Unlike the bikers, however, the Spaniard did not enjoy all the bumps and whoops. Second on the day was Gordon, who has been used to all of the bumps and jumps of Baja events in the past. He was only 40 seconds off the VW's pace. Astonishing, as many of the times he made mistakes due to lack of experience of his co-driver. Third position one was Gilles de Villiers in the Volkswagen Touareg. He could not quite match his teammate's class-leading time, but also wasn't particularly happy with his ability over bumps and rollers. He finished just under a minute from Sainz, 15 seconds from the Hummer. The first Repsol Mitsubishi Rally Art car was 4th position. And that, of course, well, Stefan Peder Hansel, the first of the Mitsubishis. He actually set a fraction faster time than de Villiers over the second half of the stage. Wasn't quite enough to snatch third and thus had to settle for 4th, 6 seconds behind the South African. Carlos Souza loves short sprint stages, and so the 63-kilometre special suited him to the ground. Volkswagen Touareg looked strong throughout. Souza finished 5th, 33 seconds ahead of the works car of Didier Depping. He should be very happy with that. So the second of the Repsol Mitsubishi Rally Art cars was Luc Alphand, and let's go on board and see what these drivers had to deal with. As you can see, it is extremely bumpy.
Yeah, gauche. Gauche.
Here is Philippe Gache passing another car, and that was one of the problems that some of the faster guys had to deal with on these small and narrow paths. The BMWs then of Chiret and also Sabi were doing well. The X3s looking strong. Sabi will be a little bit disappointed with dropping out of the top 15. But Shirshi had a good day. Nasser Al Attiyah was very at home, but unfortunately had a puncture. And he dropped 4 minutes. He was actually one of the fastest over the second half of the stage once he got a new tyre on his X3 and got going again. He was second fastest, only beaten by Sainz. Carlos Sainz says this is the first stage and it was complicated. Very sandy, very bumpy. It was a lot more than we expected, but you know what? It seems okay.
Not too dusty, a little sandy, so that was pretty cool.
Did you expect this kind of track with sound?
I didn't expect the bumps to be as big as they were. The bumps were pretty big, and that was good for us. But the other cars go so fast through the corners that they put it to us a little bit.
Luc Alphand says this first stage was short and thus we all had to really push. The road was very bumpy, so it was very difficult to be fast. And if we drove too aggressively, then the bumps would catch you out. Here is Mark Miller, and look at the state of his car. 23 kilometers into the stage, he rolled his car twice. It landed on its side and caught fire. Mark takes up the story.
Something up there?
It was a right-hand corner, and we just did a snap roll.
Unlucky, I guess.
Bump catching him out, and he lost 50 minutes with that roll. Not ideal for the start of the rally. Another person who did not have a smile on his face was Tony Manresa, the Spaniard, rolling. Here's Isuzu. And out of the rally. So it's Sainz ahead of Gordon, then De Villiers in third, Pedersen fourth, and Sousa rounds out the top 5 after day 1. To the trucks then, and as predicted, it was very much a battle between 2 trucks, Hans Stacey in the MAN and Alex Lepre. The MAN have been playing down their chances at this year's race. However, Hans Stacey was a little bit faster than Lepre. Lepre was fast over the second half of the stage, in fact, clawing back 15 seconds and ending 25 seconds behind his MAN rival, with third position going to the Dutch squad of Van Willy. And check out this for a lucky escape. He lives to fight another day. So to tomorrow's stage then, and we are in Romania now. We have a liaison of 40 kilometers and then a special of 76 kilometers, repeated twice to make 152 kilometers of stage tomorrow. Back to Baia Mare, but from here in Hungary, it's goodbye for now. Volkswagen, KTM to Yamaha, all the famous faces from the African Classic were welcomed on Friday by series organiser Etienne Levine. For him, it's a very different rally to the Dakar of old. Etienne says the concept of the Dakar series is to hold competitions between 3 days and 1 week. The idea is to have the best riders and drivers from across the world competing on trucks, bikes and cars, and to have the strong media coverage, of course. With focus firmly on sprint events, this may be music to the ears for some, but competitors will undoubtedly have quite a challenge on their hands. Budapest is steeped in history. Heroes Square is the home for the start. And of course, the inaugural rally under the watchful eyes of 7 tribe leaders that found Hungary and the Archangel Gabriel. History is being made. Levine says the first rally is 7 days of competition with 2 new countries, Hungary and Romania. We have 1,100 kilometers of special stage with mixed terrain according to the country. Hungary will be fast, whilst Romania will be more technical with 4 stages in the hills and forests with bears as spectators. So the route then takes competitors on 160-kilometre stage in Hungary straight into the heart of Romania. Baia Mare is the site for the next 2 days of the rally, each covering 150 kilometres before competitors head back to Hungary for the longest day, day 4. Stages 5 and 6 are a repeat of themselves and represent 210 kilometres of competitive staging each day, before the final day takes competitors across Lake Balaton, finishing at Balatonfjord. It is going to be a very exciting rally.